Strong side escapes, okay? A little bit different than the weak side. Weak side, super easy. Strong side sucks, right? Because it's their strong side, not mine. So she has her head and arm controlling my head. She's on the overhook side. My hips are facing the same way as her. This is not good for me, okay? What I would like to do is I would like to break this, get my arm on this side of the head. This would be, or her arm on this side of the head. This would be phenomenal. I'd also like at this point, it's gonna be a lot easier to start turning up because she's lost upper body control. As I've got this wrist, I'm gonna control the elbow, and I like to hold the wrist. I'm gonna start walking up this way. Because when she goes to make that scramble again, she turns in, I'm gonna push that wrist across the body, turn into her and come on up. It's the same thing in my head as what I call a Turk. I'm not a wrestler, but I've learned the Turk and different ways to Turk from a lot of people, and it's just a word that I use at my school. From side control, for example, if she turns away from me, she can't turn all the way away because I'm holding that elbow, right? In the same sense, the same thing if I'm holding this knee, turn away, she's not going to be able to turn away. Also, she can't turn into me if I have her near side elbow turn in. She's not going to be able to turn into me all the way. Nor is she going to be able to turn into me if I have her inside leg. Thank God we had Coach Tanner Hawkins-Smith from Iowa here for a while. He taught us the Navy ride, and this is what I do every day in side control. Extend my arm and fold her legs. Can't do nothing. I usually sneak into the knee on belly like this, dude. It's pretty nasty. But they're all versions of a Turk, right? Trying to not let that person turn in. So that arm that I'm controlling, I try and tell my students to try and Turk that arm in so they can turn up. Watch this. So she's here. She gets the seatbelt. I get screwed. I go to the bad side. I try and pop the grip, pull my head to this side, and I'm going to control her elbow. The reason I want to control her elbow and squeeze her arm with my arm is because if I just hold on to her wrist, I don't want her to jerk her arm out, and then she's going to replace the back control, right? So if I get here, I grab the elbow and I control her wrist. If I were to sit up, she can go for an arm bar. She'll swing that back leg out, and she'll come all the way there. So in the same sense that I have the arm bar here, and I escape by bridging over it, and she can't continue the arm bar because I'm bridging over her leg, it's the same kind of scenario. Right, I'm here, strong side grip, I'm on this side, I hold the elbow, right, and then I look, I'll pocket this wrist, bam, I'm holding that real tight, okay, so now I'll be able to hold this leg, try and mount me. See how I block her from mounting? Now I bridge, continue to do my work, and I come on over here. If I need to, if she starts to turn in, I'll grab that wrist and push it back into her. Try and turn it, girl. Turn it, turn it, turn it. I'll be able to turn my legs and come on up. Side control. Couple angles. She's here. Oh no! Right? I'm here. Bam! Arm comes over. Now my hips can rotate because she lost upper body control. And just like I said with that arm, I push the wrist in and I clamp. Just like I said with that arm bar I showed a second ago, she won't get it if I don't let my backs get off the mat. She needs to get this leg out to get that arm bar, right? So I keep my back bridged on the mat. I can stay here, I get out of this, and when I want to come in, I can either push the knee or the wrist across the body. And I'm going to come up. Pause. At me when it's recording. Hit pause. Okay guys, now we're going to do something if she doesn't have the hooks. It's a middle technique, and then we'll get to the third technique. It'll all make sense. She's got the hooks, she's sitting on my hips. She caught my back, but she does not have her seat belt. She doesn't have any hooks yet. I give a slight bump with my hips, boom, and her hands go down. I want to reach up and grab her head. As I grab her head, I pull down and I solidify with the second hand. Where people struggle here is they use muscle with their arms to pull down. That's not what I do. I just confirm the grip. I just hold it here. Notice my elbows don't move. I walk my knees forward. Watch. Knees come forward. I start bending her in half. To get rid of the hooks, I kick a leg out. Right? Boop, and then my leg comes back to the inside. Boop, my leg comes back to the inside. Once I'm here, don't lift up. Drive your shoulders into their belt. It flattens them out. You see that? And of course, we can take more south or whatnot. But a lot of people make the mistake right there. They lift up. That person spins around, gets their guard, plays inverted guard, whatever, right? Let's go again. So I'm here. Up, she's off balance. I grab the head, pull it down. I just bring it down to the ground. I walk forward with my knees, making her uncomfortable. Kick free, knee inside. Kick free, knee inside. Shrug the shoulders forward. Control her hips. Your head should end up by her belt. If I stay down here, she's going to keep trying to invert and take my back and all that kind of stuff, right? Keep trying to come up again. So I want you to push your shoulders down by her belt. So flatten her hips out. Okay? Pause. Recording? Good.
Recording.
Now to make all those techniques kind of come together and a little bit of an opportunity here, okay? She takes my back again. She has no hooks. I pop her, or sorry, she has her hooks. She doesn't have her upper body control. I put her hands on the mat. Now this time, either she has one hand on the mat, maybe she doesn't want to put both, or she has both, go ahead, and I pick a side. So when I pick a side, I'm going to reach across and put my head out. Reaching across and putting my head out. Now, many of you know the swim move, right? She's got my arm hooked, she puts the knee over back of my head, she comes around, she swings me over, and I'm getting arm bar, right? So I don't want to get swim moved, I'm not trying to stay there forever. So notice she's here, she's on my back, she got the hooks. I bump her, I grab and stick my head out, and then I'm going to fold this wrist in. Boom. And I turn just right here. Bang. See, here I am. Same position that I was before. I bridge, I start walking out here, she starts turning in, I'm going to push that wrist, turn back into her, and I end up on top. One more time. Hooks. I bump her up. I get my head and arm out to one side, I chop her wrist with the other. I bring her down, I keep my head and shoulder on the mat right here. Because I don't want to let her get this arm out and start arm barring this arm. I bridge, start moving if I need to, start walking if I need to. I push this wrist in. That's my favorite thing to push. I start pushing in real hard, and I can put them on top. Last time. Hope all that makes sense if you put it together for you. Thank you, Tessa. Be Quick Jiu-Jitsu rocks.